I'm at Miranda Hammond Care, and today it's going to be a very busy day for me because I have to go to Miranda and then go to Greenwich today. So I'm going to give you a bit of an insight into how volunteering does work for one whole day. And I'm quite interested to see about this. Well, last time, as I said, for Miranda, gave me into much more introduction of how to care for the elderly residents. Now today I'm going to build on the further foundation and decide to consider into about how to, I would say, make a more personal, intimate relationship, and also involving in more activities this time. So I will be back in in a few hours, and I hope you enjoy listening to my whole day presentation. Well, today I just finished half of my day today, and I did do Miranda Hammond Care volunteering this time. What I think is really interesting compared to before is that I got a little bit more personal relationship. I met quite a few of the residents today, and I learned a bit of Spanish as well. Buenos dias means hello, and adios means goodbye. So yeah, because there are a couple of Spanish residents, so sometimes Spanish is a bit difficult to communicate. So I just learned into the basics of Spanish, and yeah, I think it's amazing to see. Also, I get to do a bit of crosswords also with one of the elderly residents, and the crosswords is in fact pretty interesting. I mean, she kept saying like, oh, good job, and oh my god, yeah, it's a bit of a brain twister, but in the end I really enjoyed this experience. And the food is also pretty amazing. I got pasta today as well as a bit of ice cream. It's so hot outside, and I think it's just a perfect complement to this. So all in all, this is actually what I did today. I would say it's a bit more, more developed relationship. And I think this is a really great opportunity for me to explore this further. I can't wait to bring this one to Greenwich Hospital, which I'm going to leave very soon. And let's see how it goes from there. Well, I now just arrived at Greenwich Hospital, and I just had a little bit of a rush on Miranda just to arrive here on time. And in particular, I just want to expand previously what I mentioned because I was a bit of a rush, so I didn't get to say it properly. Instead, what I also noticed is that there are some elderly residents who were quite uncomfortable, and I realized that she's almost in her tear state. And I was trying to question into why she was in this position, and because she couldn't really communicate properly, she likes to speak a bit more Spanish, and it's a bit of a language struggle. And from this, I really wanted to learn a little bit more. That's why I said I learned a bit of it previously. And due to that, that's why I came into asking if I can learn a bit more Spanish, and that's how I came into this way. So that was why I just mentioned previously about this. And yes, as you can see now, that's my motive for this, as I wanted to establish into the build rapport and support, particularly with the elderly residents. And that's quite a vital, important role to understand for them and to cater for their services, which is essentially what, as a volunteer, that's my purpose. I just finished my shift now. Well, that was a whole hectic day. Now I have to go to Miranda, and now I have finished my Greenwich. So this time is a bit different to what I usually do in Greenwich. Yes, I did the Jolly Trolley today, and I had a different volunteer buddy this time. Now, volunteers and volunteers, they all have different approaches to do the Jolly Trolley. And I think this time the volunteer is very organized in doing like the chocolates and as well as the arrangement for all the food. And I think this is a one that I really want to take in when I do it myself. Also with like the volunteer buddy today, he definitely liked to track a bit of the jokes. Particularly when he sees some patients offers maybe like usually a bit more than what is normally offered. So that's what make it into much more, I would say, appealing. And that's what, before I never really accomplished this when I see that. So I would say that I can take a bit of an approach into the organization and as well as the way I would interact with the patients from this volunteer today, and also with the previously what I usually do to make it into a much more effective approach for the patients to enjoy what they usually see. And that's what I'd like to take in today, and yes, that's how I did as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed this experience today. It's quite a hectic day, but I think it's really rewarding by the end of the day. Hope you see in I really wish you enjoyed listening to this.